Hey, what's up, guys? This is John from Banlist Yugioh, back with another deck profile. Today we have updated DDDs. Yeah, in advance, I'd like to apologize. My mic likes to pick up the storms that are going on outside. Ohio's getting hit with a lot of heavy winds and rains right now. But let's get right into this. So, starting off, we got 3 Ragnaroks. Staple, gotta play them. It's great in the Pendulum Zone, great in the Monster Zone. Probably one of the most versatile monsters in the deck because it could play all over the place. 3 Swirl Slime, one of the best cards in the deck. Probably your number 1 guy, probably number 1 or number 2 with these 2 over here. But Swirl Slime, definitely great. Gets the fusions from the hand. He's got extra abilities to like bring guys out of the hand for free from banishing from the grave. Just great card. Gotta play 3. 3 Necro Slime. Some people play 2. Play 3 in this build because we play Desires. Even if I wasn't playing Desires, I'd probably still play 3 because this guy's so good. Keeps the synergy going, keeps the combos moving, gets your summon like trigger effects going off really well. Great card. Play 3 Lamnia. Self-explanatory. It's a level 1 tuner, gets you into all your synchros, brings itself back. It's great. You can abuse it with Genghis and Alexander over here, and just keep bringing it back and looping into more really awesome synchro plays that could bring out some great monsters to shut your opponent down first turn, which is great. I play 3 Kepler Searcher. Gotta play him. Excellent card, level 1, 10 scale in the Pendulum Zone. Doesn't really seem very relevant, but it's come up, believe it or not, and just great card overall. Yeah, moving on. 3 Copernicus. This card's really good. It can keep your combos moving, dump combo pieces in the grave. Some people play 2, 1, or not at all, but it's a personal preference. I play 3, and if you got all your combo pieces, it's good fodder for a lure. And yeah, moving on. 1 Maxi. Maxi, great card in this format. Great card in every format recently. So yeah, gotta play at least. I gotta play it. It's staple. We play 3 Contract with the Gate. Once per turn Rhoda. All the contracts we play 1,000 life points per turn for them. Usually you won't see this guy on the board for more than 1 or 2 turns, and if you do, you're starting. You should be plussing majorly off of its presence, continuous presence, and once per turn Rhoda, can't go wrong. Best of the contracts. We play 2 Swamp King. Some people play 1. I'm playing 2 because I like it a lot. It can act as a Swirl Slime if in your 3-card combo with Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, and Lamnia in hand. It's a great card. It can keep your combo plays moving, and yeah, it's alright. It's not the best card, but it's pretty good. 2 Twin Twisters. This is for spell and trap removal. Didn't want to play Orthros. I just didn't like it as much. Twin Twisters seem to be a little bit more viable, as you can destroy your opponent's spells and traps, and sometimes dump more combo pieces into the grave, which can come and help in the future. Up next, we have 1 Foolish, self-explanatory. Throw the combo pieces in the grave. You could swap this out for another Deep Barrier or Solemn or whatever you'd like. Personally, I like playing it. Gets the plays moving along if you're getting kind of slow. 1 Regeki, self-explanatory. You can play Dark Hole if you want. I don't know. Regeki just seems to be better in every situation. So Regeki, yeah, it's at 1 for a reason. I don't really like the card. It's not a very skillful card, but I mean, hey, you know. Next up, we play 3 Allure. Some people play 2, but I'm playing 3 Allures, 2 Desires. Some people play Trade-In this deck. If you're playing Trade-In, please stop. You've already got 3 with Allure at 3, Desires at 3. We've got plenty of draw power. This card usually gets banished a lot off Desires in my personal experience. There's been games where, you know, for both of these cards, just draw like 2 of them in the opening hand, and it's really stressful. And you gotta risk it. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes you screw yourself and you lose. But really good card. You could play Acquisitiveness to get back your banished stuff, but this deck can move really fast sometimes, so you usually don't have to think that deep into the mid to late game. 3 Desires. Amazing. This card's amazing. This card is essential in moving this deck along really quickly. If you're playing budget, I guess you could probably swap in 1 trade-in. You're not really going to be playing most of this row if you're playing this deck budget. Or, I don't know, this deck isn't really a very budget-friendly deck because the cards that are in it are pretty important. 3 Desires gets the deck moving along. And banishing 10, I mean, it's worth it if you're advancing your game state, in my opinion, in this deck at least. 1 Upstart, kind of had some space, decided to throw an Upstart, why not? 39 card deck, am I right? Patrick Hoban Kappa. We play 2 Dimensional Barriers. You can switch this out for whatever you want. Personally, in my experience, Dimensional Barrier is pretty great. Turn this up against, oh my gosh, first turn board, put up a Crystal Wing, Siegfried, Dimensional Barrier set, and you've won the game. Just call Xyz and they can't do anything. 2 strikes, you can change this out. It's not that great, this format, but it's not terrible. It's a pretty decent card. Change this out for whatever you like. I don't know, whatever else. I play 1 Contract with a Witch. This card usually gets banished off Desires. Don't see it that much. But it's actually quite useful. It's Regeki Break once per turn during either player's turn, and you gain 1,000 attack during your opponent's turn, which actually can be pretty relevant. It can bring your little kind of 2,200 attack Ragnarok up to 33, and it can bring your 30 or 2,800 Siegfrieds to 38 monsters, making huge walls. And decks that can't handle big monsters, they just can't put up with that. Moving on to the extra deck, we play 3 Genghis. I was playing 2 for the longest time, and I decided to cut Trish in the extra deck for the 3rd Genghis. I think the 3rd Genghis comes up. When it comes up, it definitely comes up, and you need it, and you're kicking yourself when you don't have it. It's the main fusion in the deck, RIP D-Arc, old school DDD players, but triple Genghis, gotta play it, gets the combos moving in the grave, brings your stuff out. It's a great card. Combo off into it all the time and bring out your Siegfried and your Crystal. Moving on, we have 1 D-Arc. I guess, I don't know, level 7, 2DD monsters. Comes up, kinda, sometimes. I mean, if you're gonna die, it's situational, but you have it. This guy, Caesar Ragnarok. Love-hate relationship with this guy. Really want to cut him, but I don't know. It's 2 triple D monsters, so the only way you're bringing this guy out is with Swamp King, and it doesn't come out much. But when it comes out, oh, this card comes out. Your opponent just can't. Most of the time, your opponent can't deal with this card. Just beat them down with their own monsters, attack, of course, and just it's a really good card, but it's too situational. If you'd like, you can cut this for the Trish or for the, I don't know, Scarlight? Some people play Scarlight. I used to play it in my real life build, and it actually was pretty relevant. It stole me a lot of easy games and time and whatnot, but yeah, so 1 Caesar Ragnarok. 1 Beowulf. This card is one of the newer cards to the TCG. It's really good. I mean, the piercing is really relevant. This can come up, and if you're playing against a stun deck or a deck that's just trying to stall you out, it can just beat through because it makes all your it's great. It makes all your DD monsters do piercing in addition to itself, so it's just good for breaking down walls. And once per turn Heavy Storm during the standby phase, if you're gonna kill yourself with your contracts, you could always trigger this off and not die. So we got 1 Crystal Wing. Self-explanatory. Monster negation, beefs itself up. This card's crazy. It's $65 right now for a reason. Yeah. This is the big card. This is probably the main. This is the juice. This is the extra deck. This is the king of the extra deck. If you bring this guy out, pair him up with good old Siegfried, you've got a really nice negation. 1 of monster negation, 1 spell and trap negation. Really good. Omega, self-explanatory, rip from your opponent's hand. You can bring back banished monsters with this. Staple, rank 8, or level 8, it's $50, $40, whatever, for a reason. Siegfried. This guy is really good. So he's a archetype exclusive spell and trap negation, which is quite relevant. He's a DD monster, so he counts for your Genghis revives, which is really relevant in bringing out him and Crystal Wing. So yeah, one Siegfried. I guess you can play more, but it's kind of, if you're going for budget, you could play another Siegfried and another Beowulf and maybe another Diarch, but I don't know. In this build, I only play one. You only need one. Yeah, moving on. One Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. This card is the nuts. If you have an extra Genghis lying around and a Lamnia on the grave that you haven't burned its effect to bring itself back yet, and you have your board relatively set up with a Ragnarok in the scale, this card is insane. Comes out, brings the Ragnarok out, Ragnarok hits the field, special summon back another triple D from the grave. It just extends the combos like crazy, and if you don't use that effect, if your opponent's playing something cheesy and you know, doing stuff during the battle phase, this guy stops that if you don't want to bring out your Pendulum monster. So I guess it's a really good card, level 7, so you could always Lamnia up into a Crystal Wing or an Omega if you so desire. One TG Hyper Librarian. So this card right here, whew, man, there's some crazy like 4-card combos you could do. They give you end the turn with like TG, like a Crystal Wing, a Siegfried, and like 2 cards in hand. So it's really good. I play this card solely for that reason, because when you have that 4-card combo and you can just go nuts, draw more cards, it's so free and it's so good. So yeah, you play one just for that reason. One Alexander. This is your level 4 lower Genghis. He's a nice little level 7, you usually go into Siegfried with this guy or Crystal Wing. Bring him back, very essential combo piece if you're playing budget. I'd play 2, because you know, you gotta fill up the extra deck somehow, I guess. Yeah, so one Alexander, very self-explanatory, great card. Formula Synchron. This card's really good. If you have an extra Kepler lying around and a Lamnia, and you have maybe a Genghis on the board, you can make another level 8 synchro. You go into the Lamnia and the Kepler first, get your draw 1, then go into this and the Genghis and make your level 8. And he's also good with extending with other combo plays with the TG play specifically for drawing more cards. Moving on to the Xyz. This could change. You can play, I've seen people play the level 4 Wave King Caesar. Not my favorite. If you're playing budget, you might play Armageddon Knight in the main, and then you can put in like an Evil Swarm Nightmare, or yeah, I think Nightmare is the one. But yeah. So moving on to what I play in this build, one Hope Harbinger. Card's amazing. It's another spell negation. He can make cards attack him, attack this card, and just really good overall. Great card. The price spike for a reason. This card's, it's not the best card. Siegfried does kind of the same thing and is easier to bring out, but when you have 2 level 8s lying around, yeah, play this guy. One Duodong King Kali Yuga. So yeah, this guy's kind of, you don't really bring him out much, but when you do, you do. He's pretty good. He heavy storms the board. He negates all monster effects, and yeah, he's really good. Yeah, so this is one way to build the deck. The other way to build the deck, which is more rank 8 centric, is you take out a Solemn Strike and a Barrier, and you put in a DD Thomas. This is personally my favorite build. So bring out Thomas. He's goes into the monster zone, and he can blow up a scale and bring out another level 8. Its effects are negated, and then you just make a quick rank 8. This card's really good. I wouldn't play more than 2. I mean, maybe if you're really playing like a rank 8 build, you can play 3. But yeah, so this right here is probably my favorite build of DDDs. Probably the best build. I kind of forgot to throw the Thomas in there when I was throwing this deck together. I was wondering why I had so much extra space. Well, now I know. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and signing off. See you later.